A Denver man stranded for nearly 3 days on a mountain is home tonight after being separated from his hiking group on Pyramid Peak.
He survived on a couple energy bars and water from a river nearby. And tonight, he is telling his story only to Denver 7 in the hopes that others will learn from his mistakes.
And Denver 7's Gary Brode joins us now. You sat down with that hiker, and he is extremely grateful, Gary.
He tells me that his rescuers are the best guys on the planet, justifiably so. Neil Brasso has been hiking for more than 30 years. He's more than a dozen 14ers under his belt, but he broke his one hiking rule, and he paid the price.
You need to have respect for the mountains. I hate to see this to happen to anybody.
This picture was taken of Neil Brasso on his 66th birthday, just hours before he lost his way on Pyramid Peak.
I knew I was lost.
Brasso went up Sunday morning with his nephew and nephew's wife. Around noon, they got close to the summit. His family members decided to turn back. Brasso did not.
Don't ever leave the people you're hiking with. Never. And that was my number one rule, and I broke it.
He made it to the top, and when it was time to come back down, Brasso made a wrong turn.
I thought I knew some familiar things, and it just like after a while, I just got confused, and I started going wrong directions.
Out of water and with just a few energy bars, the longtime hiker says he did not panic. Crews began searching the first day he was missing as choppers flew over him.
He didn't see me, you know, I was waving my hands and stuff, and it was kind of cloud covered.
For 3 days and 2 nights, he continued his descent down the mountain, gaining quite a few scratches and bruises along the way, relying on river water for hydration, fighting off cold and wet nights. On the 3rd day, he finally found help.
And I told him, and he says, I know where I'm at. Guy give me a warm coat.
They then found a couple of hunters in the area. The group walked a couple more miles, Brasso says, until the rescue team arrived.
I turned around and they said, yep. I said, I'm him.
Between his rescuers and family members out looking for him, Brasso is beyond grateful for the many who made sure he got home.
I've gotten very cynical in my old age about people. Nobody cares. Nobody wants to help each other. And it restored my faith, these guys here, in humanity.
Well, Brasso is walking with a bit of a limp right now. He thinks he may have a broken toe. I talked to his wife, and she says she didn't sleep for 36 hours straight while he was out there. Of course, she was worried, but she also knew that her husband would make it back because she tells me he's the toughest guy she knows. Brasso tells me that this experience will not stop him from hiking, and Shannon, because the mountains in Colorado are the most beautiful thing in the world.
What a story.
Impressive.
So glad he's home. Thanks, Gary.